again and throw me against that wall. Baby, you got me like, won't you stop loving me? Don't quit loving me. Just stop loving me, yeah. And then flower eyes just to get close to you. And I run for miles just to get the taste. Must be and you got me like, ow, yeah. What you want from me? And they try to buy your pretty heart, but price too high. Baby, you got me like, your love will not fall apart. So you can put me again and throw me against that wall. Baby, you got me like, won't you stop loving me? Don't quit loving me. Just stop loving me, yeah. And then flower eyes just to get close to you. And I run for miles just to get the taste. Must be This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hey, y'all still here? Oh, God Almighty, have mercy, Father. Am I up, y'all? Oh, Lord. Y'all, thank y'all for being here. This thing got on here that I've been on. I guess that's 4 minutes, not 4 hours. I hope not. But y'all, everything just crashed down on this side of the town. The lights went off, but we back up now. I apologize to y'all for that. And I sent Pinky over to try to tell y'all what was going on. But Grand Rising, everybody, anyway, it's in the afternoon. Cynthia Ayrton, thanks for being here. Cynthia, thank you guys. You know what? I better do house rules, Mr. Neva, right? Yeah, I don't own any rights if they pop up of any songs. Everything is for entertainment and educational experience. Also, teaching, criticism. Also, just my opinion, just my co-host opinion. Everything is allegedly. Hello, Tofi. Hey, good to see you. Grand Rising, Black Titanic, and the chat. I do apologize, but Mother Nature. I had a lot of y'all in the chat. I hate I lost all of y'all, but the ones that came back, thank you. Yeah, that thing just, something went boom. I heard something go boom, and all the lights went off. And, well, hey, Pastor Justice is here. Yeah, so we're blessed, y'all. Y'all don't know how spoiled we are. You know that? I remember when we used to have kerosene lighters, kerosene heaters, kerosene lamps. I remember all of that, y'all. So now all you got to do is click on a switch and a button or something. And, oh shit, is the mic on? Yeah. Y'all, thank y'all for being here with me. I really, truly thank y'all. Okay, Miss Justice. Thank you guys. Miss Justice, Pastor Justice. Y'all know she's a pastor, y'all. Make sure y'all get a pastor her respect now. Any content creator, if you hear, welcome, Pinky. She's a content creator, and you look like you're feeling better, Pinky. Janetta Boyd, Sheila Rogers, Mary White. I miss you, Mary. Sarah Howard. Y'all hold on. I'm trying to swallow my medicine. Yeah, y'all. I got it down. That a big old blood pressure pill, the horse pill. Justice said, Pinky, we made it. Yeah, back on, y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all know I just not Pinky be encouraging me to come live and come forward, but I just don't have the desire like I used to, right? So just to keep on seeing a black woman, keep on being just a black woman, just everything that I see that Melody go through, it's just over and over and over. So once I'm looking at this woman, right? Nobody is looking at her as being in a domestic violence situation. Domestic violence, and I got I did get some of the fans, but some of these fans is off the chain. They say she bitter because she did not want to speak to Martell. So we know that she said right in the middle of that, while they were filming, that was when the revenge P was going on. That was when Bad Boy Babe came forth and was torturing her with her children, telling her, calling her children over there her own. That was when Carson Blue had came forth and spilled everything. That and then she said that she was shocked. She was ambushed by everybody. Knew that man was gonna be there except for her. She just knew after all of that Miss Fletcher and them had invited her, right? Miss Fletcher, Mr. Fletcher, what's y'all role? Miss Fletcher, what's wrong with you? You just had said, Miss Fletcher, that you had went through infidelity yourself. It must have been heartbreaking. It had to be heartbreaking for you because I think you said you didn't come back to 2 years later. So you know how devastating that is. Oh boy, this woman endures so much. Now, let's just take a look at the Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher. Let's see if I got Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher. So, Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher knows that this woman is in a domestic violence case, right? They say it right there in their face. Y'all saw that. Y'all remember that? When she was right there on their porch and she threw that glass at him. He was so verbally abusive toward this woman. He was tearing her down mentally. Right there in front of her face, and they were trying to give her comfort. Yeah, that's what they was trying to do. They were trying to give her comfort, but what do they do now? They invite the man on the trip. Right in the middle smack of the revenge peak. She said she didn't know that he was coming. Nobody told her she was coming. Even production crossed her. Carlos King, this woman is undergoing a domestic violence situation. This black woman right here. This black woman undergoing this domestic violence. She's struggling with it. Nobody on this show has no compassion for Melody. Say, why do black women struggle more with domestic violence than anybody? We have to stay quiet when we have domestic violence. Look at what's going on. This man all on the internet with his mistress passing around an X-rated. On me now. On me. And I can't feel hurt or ashamed. Y'all want me to be all up in this man's face? No, it's not all right. In the light of all this national conversation about domestic abuse, it's national conversation going on every day about domestic abuse. It's women's groups about domestic abuse. And right now, we see this on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and everybody keeps joking about it. A bunch of men's on Love and Marriage Huntsville. These men's on Love and Marriage Huntsville joke about this woman. This woman right here getting her last name changed. They keep throwing punches at her. They making fun of her. Even the women's on there making fun of her because she changed her last name. She is a black female victim. So it don't matter to nobody. Don't matter to the production. Don't matter to a castmate. Don't matter to the men's around there. Instead of them to sit up and laugh at Martell, Mr. Fletcher should have been holding him accountable. Mr. Fletcher, you're the oldest one. You right there in the middle of this revenge P. Neither one of y'all brought that up to this man. Instead, y'all joking and laughing. Joking and laughing at this woman and what she has to go through. She changed her last name, but oh no. Y'all know the road to what happens for her to get there. Y'all know this man tortured this woman. Mental abuse. This is severe mental abuse is going on. And for y'all, the production and the Fletchers, for y'all to invite this man and this woman didn't know. And I believe y'all did not tell her because Melody wouldn't have showed up. Y'all wanted her to show up. So if y'all told her, she wouldn't have showed up. This is not the first time production done betrayed her. Do y'all remember at the birthday party? At the birthday party, he was not supposed to be at that birthday party. They staged it to where they even saved a parking space for the man. to go in there to start some kind of abuse between his family. They knew he was going to be pissed off and it was going to start some type of violent behavior from him. Domestic abuse when it comes to black women. What about that football player, Ray Rice? I never forget about him. He was a former Baltimore Raven running back. He was in, we saw him, I think they were in a, if I can remember how they were, he knocked his girlfriend unconscious. He knocked her unconscious, y'all. And then it was caught on film, I think, in the elevator. But she didn't get all this publicity. She did not get a lot of publicity like the clear women do. Yeah, she had to go through hell just to get him suspended. But they suspended him indefinitely from the Baltimore Ravens because he constantly was beating on this girl out in public. And nobody wouldn't do anything about it, y'all. This man right here is a very abusive. This woman is in a domestic violence case. It's violent on there, coming from everybody, coming from the females too. Yeah, coming from the females too. Now, right here, this on her IG. Over there on that IG, on that other page, you look at some of those comments. They calling her a bitter woman because she did not want to speak to Martell. Yeah, that's what they calling this woman. And then she has to go on TV and explain that this was why she was like that. This was the time when the revenge P was going on. And when what's her name was taunting me with my children. Yeah. So there, if you get that, they said these most of the abuse, domestic abuse with black women come from intimate partners. So they call them intimate partners, violence. Yeah, intimate partners. Yeah, we have a higher rate of intimate partners. And then in the black community, they want you to keep it quiet. Oh, don't mess up that man's name. But you got to suffer in silence and in pain. Yeah, so many of our women won't do that mental health check like Melody did. We have spiritual beliefs and we have negative views about mental health services, y'all. So what we do, we just remain silent. We remain in the abuse, some of us. They said 1 of 3 Black American women who need mental health treatment actually received it. Yeah, most of us are taught to go on the religious guidance and faith-based practice. You know, it'll be upside, he beating you upside your head, and the pastor telling you, well, just pray. While you're on your knees praying, he hitting you upside your head with the Bible, y'all. That's what they tell you, to stay with your husband. Most of these religious people do. Stay with that man. He beating you. You got one eye. You got one eye because he already put the other eye out, and they still telling you to stay with that man. Anyway, you guys, this is clearly a domestic violence case. That's what it is, y'all. Domestic abuse, mental abuse that this woman going on. She in that house. She had to tell now, look now, make sure I got some locks and chains for my door. Not only for him, but the rest of them, because everybody in that house hate her. And then y'all, and this thing with Kiki, they got all this sad stuff. Cause at this time, she dealing with trying to keep her children. Trying to keep her children, yeah. Anthony over there saying that he would interview Martell and Martell ex. Yeah. What would Martell say at this point, y'all? What would he say? That he would say, same old thing. He a good dad. Everything is Melody fault. We already know what he gonna say if you want to interview him, Mr. Al. Yeah. I said what I said. I said black people are taught what goes on in the house stays in the house, which is totally wrong. Yeah, totally wrong. And when somebody come out that want to break that cycle, they usually shun that family member that breaks that cycle. Oh, all these child abusers, these pedophiles around here, hell no, they ain't keeping quiet. Hell no. And then they get mad at you and tell you messing up this man's career. You messing up this man's relationship in the home and with God. Oh, yeah, you're sure right about that. They tell you to keep it quiet. Hello, Lizzie Willie. Thank y'all for being here. I had all this difficulty with Nate. When Mother Nature's here, there's nothing you can do. But thank y'all for being back here. Shirley said, when male children grow up. Come on now, Shirley. Let's teach, Shirley. Teach it. She said, when male children grow up, they will look at their father with utter contempt and disgust. I think I told this story so many times about a family member. His father used to just mistreat his mama all the time, used to beat on her all the time. When that boy got grown, he jumped on his mama in front of him. He told his daddy, he told his daddy, you would not be hitting my mama anymore. My mama done got too old for that. And he jumped on his dad, and I was sitting there. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But do y'all know that man ain't hit that woman since? He passed now. But after that, he never would raise his voice or hit her again. And that was that son, that little bitty son that sit down in that corner crying when he used to watch his dad beating up his mama. And when he got grown, he just snapped. He said, you ain't finna do that? No. When he got about 33 years old, he told his daddy, no ma'am. Mama is too old for you to keep beating on her. So, yeah, some of these children will grow up and they will remember. It don't have to be the boy. It can be a girl, too. They remember things. I'm dealing with this in my own family member. I raised my sister's daughter. And she in her 40s, going on her 50s. She look at me as her mother, but she has no respect for her real mother, which is my sister. She holding all that in that her mama gave her away when she was little. Oh, she knew who she was. She the mom that came by and took her to the pick her up and take her to the movies, take her out skating, drop her back off at my house. But I raised her. So, the other day, something happened to where she jumped on her mama. And then everybody calling me. She never have disrespected me, but I will have that talk with her. Stuff that happened when you were as a child, and you holding all that in. And it coming out violent. And maybe I should have got her some help when she was young. And maybe those two can go to counseling together. But yeah, children remember stuff. They remember a lot of stuff. And that can't nobody substitute now for the real parent. Kathy Cruz said, my sister tried to tell me to stay with my ex even after she knew he tried to kill me. Oh my God. Oh Lord. And see that, and I see a whole lot of this, y'all. I don't want to put nothing negative in the air about Melody, but I see the anger coming from hotel, motel, holiday. He has so much anger in him. I would want my doors locked too. If you can put out a revenge pill on me and then lie. You could do anything to me. You and your bed bug over there. So, Kathy Cruel, I'm glad that you had enough self-esteem to say, no, I choose me. I do not choose him anymore. Yeah, they will tell you. I've had pastors. I've been married twice, and my first husband was a very. I got a diagnosis now. Now I know it's narcissistic, but back in the day, it wasn't diagnosed. My first husband was a narcissist. Everything centered around him, and he was abusive. Yeah, and so I will go to. I was really at the time. I was just in church, just on fire for the Lord, and go and tell the preacher that your husband beating on him. What he do? Tell you to pray about it. Oh, tell you to pray. And okay, so I'm praying, and he hit me upside my head. Now what? What shall I do now, Pastor? Because that's not working. He took his foot and kicked me in my head while I'm praying. So now that's not working, Pastor. Oh, tell them you ready to go. They try to tell you to stay there. It's crazy as hell to tell somebody being tortured, violent, violent behavior, mental abuse, physical abuse, and not to mention the shame that you carry in the community when your man or your husband messing around on you and everybody know it. It's shameful, y'all. It's shameful for this woman. When I read that over there on that on her IG play, where she said that during that time when he walked in that door, she didn't know he was coming. That was the time she was going through this revenge P. Y'all know what was surrounded it, where they were torturing her with this revenge P. When he walked through that door, it shocked her. Once again, production did that to this woman and her friends. Everybody knew he was coming. They did that with Basement Billy, y'all. They ambushed Melody and her mama with Basement Billy. Brought him on the show behind her back. Pastor Justice said the more male. Pastor, that went away, Pastor Justice. I guess it'll come back. You said something about the more male. And then Pinky, I'll get that back to that. I don't know where that one went. I was trying to read your message. Pinky the housewife say, Kathy Cruel, sorry that happened to you. Yeah, we have so much going on with different people aboard, and black women can come forth and talk about their domestic violence. This is what we've been saying. Domestic violence case with this woman from all the cast. We don't watched her be bullied, and everything happened. They want to blame her. All right, I said what I said. I said what I said. They had a good time over there with your name over there on Queen Sheba. I told you I love it. That is a great thing. That's a great trending name. Everybody, she had a segment said, I said what I said. Kathy, I am glad you made it through and was able to get away. I stand with you, Kathy. I'm a victim myself. I'm a survivor. And y'all know I didn't have nobody to go to. And then I guess I had a friend. I had one friend that was being beat too. So we bonded together, because we go to church and we trying to get right with the Lord, do what we supposed to do with our husband, and nobody wanted to help us as far as giving us advice on what to do when you go home and your man beating you up at the church, right? So she and I bonded. We become best friends forever, you guys. So anyway, Sheila Mason said, me and my ex-husband was a member of the same church, and one time he abused me. Come on now, hope this pop up. Come on, y'all, tell it. One time he abused me, and I sent him to jail, and the church took up a collection to get him out. I believe you. Yes, even the beaters, they do that with the molesters that be in those church too. You had them tell them tell them pastors or them deacons down there for putting them in jail for molesting your child. Next thing you know, they done took up a whole collection plate and got this man out of jail. I stopped going to that church. Sheila Massey, let me tell y'all something. I know pastor there. She'll talk to y'all more about that. I stopped. I had to learn to be spiritual. It's all about, you have to find your own peace with your spirituality. Because I tell you what, every time I try to come off the street, when I was young, them old ladies would run me way back in the street. They talked about my clothes that I wear. My clothes weren't good enough. Come them shoes would run all over. Yeah, they talked about me. Come in with earrings, because I was really raised up as a 70 event. You don't wear no earrings, no makeup, no this, no that, so that's what they say, but I wear what I want to wear. So you step in church, man, them old women will run you right back on out in the streets, and the little young girls trying to come in to do right don't stand a chance with them old women in the church. Okay, that book, Angels in the Time of Trouble, too, was I started having all these visions about angels and ancestors, but that was one of the reasons that I wrote that spiritual book. So for people to don't feel guilty, you can't keep feeling guilty because you're not going to church. You got to find your relationship inside of you, your heart. All right, Miss Lucille. I think the people are confused with the time of this. And when it was taped, that's what I think, because that played out on YouTube. Yeah. So that played out on YouTube. A lot of stuff that they do, it be past tense. Just like we want to think that everybody done fell out. But if you notice everything, you're looking at Stormy and Tisha and them supposed to be at each other's throat. But what happens a month later, she gives this party. That was get that part of her birthday, August the 3rd, y'all. That's the same day my grandson's birthday. That's why I don't forget. But anyway, yeah. So they're all friends. They're all friends except for with Melody. The only thing they're consistent with is they hate for Melody. Okay, y'all, I'm going on and do the commentary, y'all. And Pink, you can come up after the video get through playing. We know that Hotel slaps and knocks his flea-bitten bed bug around. He has knocked the tank upside his head. Thank you, Miss Toffee. Yeah, it's been proven that he's been violent. Then he tried to throw it back off on Melody. Now, get this, y'all. He was saying, I ain't seen my kids in 59 days. I'll never forget that. He ran that in the ground. Melody that kept my children from me for 59 days. Y'all remember that, don't y'all? Come to find out, he all over the internet. They all taking his side, how low down Melody is to keep this man from his children. Come to find out, he gonna try to pull the same old thing with my precious Queen Sheba. Queen Sheba is very intelligent. She's not no pygmy. When he came on that show, he's so used to being around them pygmies in the pygmy audience. I guess he felt like he can win Queen Sheba over, then he can win the millimeters over, because we all have a lot of respect for Queen Sheba. We got a lot of respect for every content creator, but y'all know what I'm saying. I believe that's why Martell picked her, because he know that, he felt, as a matter of fact, he felt like they were best friends. I don't know where he get that from, but he kept telling Queen Sheba that referred to her and Melody as being best friends. But Queen Sheba wouldn't let him slide with that no more. She kept saying, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there, but he kept on. Finally, she told him, no, Melody didn't keep no children from you. It was the state. Them children were taken from you because you had hit Tank. You had abused that boy. Then he said, well, Melody lied, he said Melody lied and said that I had to hit that boy 20 times. 20 times, he said. This man right here, I can't stand him. Can't stand him. You want to abuse it? Yeah, 20 times. She said she lied. And then Queen Sheba told her, no, Melody didn't say that. Your son said it. Now he would, instead of him to take accountability, he calling that child a liar. Calls the child a liar. And he know he have hit that little boy, allegedly. By the way, y'all, today is Tank's birthday. Well, yesterday, I believe. Either the 10th or the 11th. He turned 11 years old. And today is my middle daughter's birthday, you guys. So this time and 40-some years ago, I was laying up in that bed screaming and hollering, giving birth to my daughter, the middle daughter. Okay, y'all, I'm finna go ahead on and get to the presentation. Love and Marriage, Huntsville, you guys. Y'all put y'all thinking cap on because y'all gonna be ready to discuss this. Yeah. So I just feel like Melody was betrayed, you guys. I feel like she was betrayed by the Fletchers and production because the Fletchers invited that man and didn't let Melody know. If Melody would have knew up front, she wouldn't have came. She wouldn't have came. So I'm trying to get this. He's back at it now. Hashtag backlash. Harmonize. Real women won't get better. Better. We get better. Just as you did. Tussie say. It's her glow. Glow up for me. Absolutely beautiful. And then me, myself, gave fire emojis. Fire emoji. Gigi said, go Mel. And then sexy Lexus. All right, y'all. Come on said, now. Beautiful as usual. Your skin is glowing, Melody. Deborah said, gorgeous woman. Shaver give all these fire emojis. And Melody is sitting here so graciously as a looking so beautiful. Yet her eyes is telling me that she's a woman that wants to be left alone. She wants to move on with her life, but the castmates and the production want to keep her stuck on one thing. That's her relationship with Martell. That's over with, y'all. The Bible says that old things pass. When old things pass, new things begin. That means your mind has changed. Yeah, you got a new mind, a new everything, you guys. Anyway, Melody has come out lately. In the last week, she's been on fire. She's been telling this other content creator, look now, boy, you getting a little stalkerish now. It's just my words now, right? You've been coming after me and I've been quiet. But what I'm not about to do is allow you to turn my blessings that I have with others to a negativity. And we hear so much back and forth going on. AL, that's Anthony, that content creator. Yeah, very talented young man now, Anthony. You should have really played your cards right because you're talented. And I think Melody and her manager could have did great things with you, but things didn't work out right. So she's saying she want to be left alone. Just leave the woman alone, y'all. You got all these pygmies. They're saying that Melody is a bitter woman because she would not speak to Martell, you guys. So Melody is going to tell us that no, I didn't speak to him. Y'all know what was going on. I just got off the phone recently, with the Revenge P. And not only that, he was on Queen Sheba admitting about the Revenge P, admitted that he gave it to his Coco Vine. And then she's on up getting all up on social media, blasting me, cause she got something of mine. She got something of mine, and she gonna blast it all on social media. Then taught me with my kids. I think it's time I speak up. As soon as this woman speak up, or even if she don't speak up, just have a reaction. There go all this negativity that she could have spoke to him. What's wrong with her? She's bitter. No, she's not bitter. You guys, she's not bitter. It's something between being bitter than defending yourself against someone that's constantly bullying you. You have to set boundaries. Anyway, she's back now. It's a whole lot of backlash going on. It's band Vanessa Roger Tracy is with Melody Cherie Rogers. My, how you have grown. Happy 11th birthday to my grandson, a.k.a. Little Gentleman, a.k.a. Tank, at the official M&M Kids, you guys. Young entrepreneur at Love and Marriage Huntsville at Nubian. Yeah, that's right. Oh, look at Tank. Wow. What a lovely family. Happy birthday, Tank. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Janice said. Yeah. So if y'all could see this up here when Kimmy was asking about coming soon, our next project. I love these little bitty little places, these little projects she say. Should it be a food, a vegan, a breakfast, or a Mexican bar? What do you think? Now notice what Letitia say. Letitia Scott say breakfast, BREAKFEST, breakfast. And I guess she said with the way she pronounced it, breakfast. And Dr. Contestant say juice bar. So let's move on to Dr. Shante. Dr. Shante says, I need to follow her, y'all. 2024 mindset. So hopefully y'all can see the 2024 mindset, you guys. This is Dr. Shante says. She's talking about your mindset. And each and every one of us could really use this philosophy. I can't trace every success that I have had this year, but let's just hear what she's saying.
This year to that statement. I cannot tell you how critically important it is to shift your mindset into a version of yourself that is thriving, that is healthy, that is abundant. When you are no longer available for anything less, it's like there's a shift in the atmosphere that changes the outcome. There are versions of ourselves that are struggling and surviving, but there are also versions of ourselves that are happy and thriving. And if I can impress upon you anything as you go into the new year, do not make yourself available for less, for lack, for small, for anything that is less than what you are worth and what you deserve. And watch, won't you have one of the best years of your life. So a year ago, I made this video about the mindset that I would enter the year with. Take a look. So for 2023, I have decided that I am shifting my availability, meaning I am not available for less. I'm not available for small. I'm not available for lack. I'm not available for scarcity. I'm not available for fear. I'm not available for jobs that don't pay me what I'm worth. I'm not available for relationships that don't treat me the way that I deserve. I'm not available for anything that does not have a meaningful, tangible, reciprocal benefit. I can trace every success that I have had this year.
Now let's read
to that statement.
Okay, let's read what the doctor say. Dr. Shay says sometimes figuring out what you want comes down to figuring out what you don't want. Your mindset matters. It took a long time for my mind to catch up with my action. It wasn't just what I said, it's what I believe. Faith isn't about what you see, it's about what you believe. I finally believe I was worthy of more and not available for less. I hope you believe the same about yourself in this coming year. Yes, each and every one of us, we have to believe it. We can say to ourselves, encourage ourselves every day. But if we don't believe that we're going to be successful, even if we don't believe that we're not going to be happy today, we won't be happy today. We got to believe. We got to set boundaries. People are so mad at Melody for setting boundaries, y'all. Look what this lady said. She said, I'm not available for a relationship that is less deserving, meaningful, tangible, that's not giving me a reciprocal benefit. Yes, we all can learn from this. Thank you, Dr. Shante Sage. So this is Melody Sherry. Let's just see what they're saying right here. Melody hopes. Yes, y'all got it. I just want to see this. Love and Marriage Hunchbacks. Hashtag mood. So honestly, I have to catch up on this week episode. What did y'all think about the show Saturday? Miss 100 says, as for the episode, it was cool seeing the Fletchers organize something fun. Of course, Nail on the Bull was funny. Your hair was really pretty. The Houston characters' titles were funny. We could have done without the ex therapy scene. Yes, that part we could have done. I wish they would give Melody a bigger role because that ex therapy section was a waste of everybody's time. The topic goes all the way back to Dr. Francis and it lands flat, knowing what you were experiencing at that time. Your requests and demeanors were appropriate. Just hope a bit of light is shedded on the why. Because if your response is part of the story, then this cost should be too. Millimeter says, if we were taking it from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6. I like that you set your boundaries with the Fletchers when it came to old boy. Now that's why that doctor was saying we need not settle for less. Do a mental health check, you guys, and sometimes you got to check off what you don't like in order to grow. You got to remove those things, those stressors. But anyway, let me go on back to the millimeters. Start all over. If it were ratings from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6. I like that you set your boundaries with the Fletcher when it comes to old boy. Hopefully, everybody will respect them. I like the Fletchers so far. Miss Nell has a lot of energy. She seems to be the life of the party. I'm tired of hearing about libidos. Everybody is. And the rest of it was sort of blur because it seems like the rest of them are scratching and surviving for a storyline. Where's Kiki in all of this, you guys? Melody Hope. I'm going to make one comment. If you've never been in the position, oh my God. Her comment, she said, if you never been in that position, then I guess she was going to say you can't don't talk about it. But anyway, since I'm on this page, I want to find that, y'all. This is Melody Teresa Loy, her name. Loy, her name. That look good on her. Anyway, let's see if I can find it. Y'all have to go back. I'm on the end. Go back to Melody Cherie on the end right here, y'all. I'm going to make one comment. If you've never been in the position I was in and what had just recently transpired include audio, just leak confirming it, don't tell me what I should have done. At that time, it was by God's grace that I couldn't even stay out of prison and show up to work to make my coins versus letting it keeps me ashamed, embarrassed in the house. So move around. And so, yeah, that is embarrassing, you guys. This woman got feelings. She's a human being. That is embarrassing for your ex and his mistress, holding on to a tape, passing it along to people. But anyway, Melody, I just want to read this one more time. I'm going to make our comments, make one comment. If you've never been on this position, those who say that she was mean spirited to Martell, how she should have speak. And what has just recently transpired, including audio, just leaked confirming it. Carson Blue came out. Then Bedbook, she came out. Then he came out. All three of them said the same thing, that was a revenge piece. So don't tell me what I should have done. At that time, it was by God's grace that I could even stay out of prison and show up to work to make my coins versus letting it keep me ashamed, embarrassed, and in the house. That's why. Melody Cherie.
Don't want to be in Martell's presence. I didn't know that he was invited, but I want to hear the Fletchers. They invited us to this gathering at this new.
So the fans are talking. They're saying, I admire you for setting boundaries. So she told, but she gonna be there. I didn't know this man was here. make sure I'm in a room where I'm safe with some locks on the door. But they said, I admire you for setting boundaries and not wanting to be near Martell. Yeah. Yeah, they admire you for that. Some people do. Let's keep it going. I also applaud you for taking your last name Rogers back. God has more blessings ahead for you. We're going to need Martell to just stay out of her face. I'm still hoping charges will drop for what he and Slaw did. And she ain't got to speak to nobody who hasn't done anything to him. Done the thing he has and cried innocent. Oh, glory to God! But you're doing an amazing job keeping it together at the Carlos King Martell Child of God.
So why we get the hats though, man? Why we get the hats?
Okay, why we got the hat? So anyway, let's just see. I admire you for setting boundaries and not wanting to be near Martell in the house. I also applaud you for taking your last name Roger back. God has many blessings for you. I'm ready for Mel Exit and spinoff. This show is going down the drain fast. Yeah. And then Marie said, Melody Sharia say whole moves. Shut up the deuces for little buddy. Deuce, hey, how you doing, little buddy? And keep it on moving. We have to stop letting people play in our face like we're something to be played with. Oh, I thought the show was entertaining. I especially enjoyed how you stood up for yourself and stood your grounds about them not pairing you up with him. No time for games. Jesse said, we gonna need Martell to just stay out of her face, Martell. That's all you gotta do. I'm still hoping Charlie will drop for what he and Slaw did. And she ain't got to speak to anybody who has done the things he has and cried innocent. All glory to God for you doing an amazing job. Keeping it together. That's right. You heard it. She said that she don't really feel protected in this place because it's like an ambush. Look at her sitting right there. All of them plotting against her. All of them knew Martell was coming. They plots against this woman. Look at Kimmy up there. I don't know what she's saying, but I just speed out on her. Let me see. Yeah, she deserves a speed out. And I'm going to deserve to tell Melody just to tell them to get out your face, Melody. Just get out this woman's face. Right here. Let's see what she going to say.
It ain't all fun and games. It's not.
We already talked about that.
Oh, good. Yeah. Don't air me up with them.
Well, I already told Fletcher we're going to have a good time.
Let's turn up. Let's have fun. I'm game.
We need to hurry up and get this trip right and started on the right foot with all the demands of Tish being at it with Stormy and they all already want to make sure she's on the east wing away from Martell. He's on one side, she's on the other. We need to hurry up and get this trip going.
That's right, and keep him out my face. Keep him out my face. This is your Black History Spotlight.
Would spoil before we could even begin. Frederick McKinley Jones invented refrigerated trucks in 1940. He also started a company that later became Thermo King, which played a significant role in World War II, delivering food, blood, and supplies. Jones patented more than 60 inventions in his lifetime. All right, now, what if you could only show your images in black and white? Now, we've all heard of Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, but do you know Mark Dean? No? Well, he's the guy that gifted you with color on your computer screen. He worked at IBM, and the company thanked him for 3 of its original 9 patents, responsible for the creation of the personal computer. Oh, and a fun fact here. Dean is a graduate of Florida Atlantic University. Now, everyone knows what this is. Some of y'all can't even put it down when you get it either. Most of the mics we use today are based on the foil electric microphone, created by James E. West and his research partner, Gerhard Sessler, in 1962. And we use that same technology in our tape recorders, telephones, and baby monitors today. And West holds more than 200 patents in the U.S. and abroad.
Pretty cool. Black Americans also created the ironing board and some more things and words and phrases like ratchet and hi, Felicia. You can find our Black History Month stories along with African American museums and resources around the Bay Area. Just head to our website, tintampabay.com.
That microphone, yeah. So we're still talking about, and when I give y'all these little Black history nuggets, you guys, please teach it to your children and your family member, right? Like I said, even if they go into the bathroom, you can just say, hey, did you know that toilet seat right there was made by a Black man? That's all you got to do. That's teaching them right then and there. Okay, you don't have to always remember the name. They'll eventually go searching for that name, y'all. So we're talking about what's happening when we're looking at this woman. It felt like it was an ambush now. If you look at all these people in there, when Martell walked through that door, they were they were happy when he walked through that door. Y'all saw the smiles and teacher's smile from ear to ear. But this is a domestic violence case, y'all. But you know what? The community, our community and our own culture, right? We sort of like help this kinds of protection for these men. Sometimes in the Black community, you know, when we're trying to go get help as a Black woman, we don't have no help. We don't have no support system to lean on. You know, they'll tell you, well, whatever you're doing, going through, don't let nobody know what's going on in this house, child. So then you have a lack of trust, right? You have a lack of trust. Like if I go out here to this system and I tell them my man is in here beating on me, will they arrest him? Now come on, y'all, let's tell the truth. A lot of time we don't want our husbands or boyfriends and sons to go to jail. So and then there's a lack of trust when it comes to the police too, because would they come out here and just do something to the whole family, or will he just get arrested? There's so many things that keep you from trying to get help when you want to go into the system. And one of the main things is because the system, sometimes they don't even believe you, or they just don't care. It's just a way of life for Black women, you know. We're treated differently. We're treated differently than any other ethnic group reaching out for support the Black woman is. And then what's so unbelievable is other Black women's attacking you. Other Black women, you just gonna see something and go flip it around. Now, y'all, they saw Mel giving this man Deuce. She still spoke. That's the way she wanted to speak. They say Deuce. And, you know, she spoke. She put her hands up. But They flipped it and said she was bitter and angry. These were other black women, you guys. Other black women, y'all. So a lot of times you don't have no faith in the system. You don't have no support system because people gonna turn on you, especially those pygmies in the black community. Yes. So I'm gonna put the link out. Y'all can come on up and I'm gonna read some of what you guys are saying. Yeah. Read what you guys are saying. It really is, this really is a serious matter because we have daughters and that are out there that can be subject to some type of abuse and they don't want to come forth. Yeah, all right. I got the link out so y'all could come up if y'all want to. We're gonna discuss why is people of color they like to suffer in silence. Why do we have to suffer in silence? Why do they want Melody to suffer in silence? Right? That and then when she do come out, she is the aggressor. This is how we flip things around on our sisters. It's hard for that woman right now. It's very hard. I'm bringing y'all on up. Come on in this room. Come on
Good
in this
morning,
room.
Black Titanic.
Yeah,
Good
hold on.
morning.
You got to hold on, sister. Hold on.
Okay.
All righty. Okay, is that it? Okay, let me just get through introducing everybody. I have Pinky the housewife. I have Pastor Justice. And I got beautiful Miss Tophie. Somebody else is coming up, but since you were first, you could go ahead and get started, Miss Pinky.
Thank you guys for thank you, Black Titanic, for having me up this morning. I am so happy to be here. I be trying to get you to go live every day, but I'm happy to be here. Yes, I am. Hi, Justice, for
Hi,
seeing
Miss
me this
Pinky.
morning. Thank you. Hi, Taffy. How you doing this
Hi,
morning,
everybody.
too?
Hi, Miss Pinky.
I'm doing great, guys, and hi to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for being here and supporting our Black Titanic. Thank you guys, and you know what? I'm just glad you're bringing life. And hi, Cheryl. Hi, Miss Cheryl, for coming up. And also, I'm glad you're bringing
Oh, hi. I'm
life to.
sorry. I'm sorry. I was on mute.
Oh, that's
Hello.
okay.
Hi,
I
Black
love
Attack.
all of you,
Hi,
all
Pinky.
guys. Love you,
Hi,
love you, love
Hello.
you.
Yeah.
Um, I am so glad you're bringing life to this topic because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be said to let everybody know we still support Melanie. She's been bullied, she's been stalked, she's been treated horribly by people also that call her their friend. They pretend to be her friends. And I totally disagree with what the Fletchers did, what Nell did. Nell controls Chris. She's the brains. Although Chris makes the money, but she's the brains and controlling comes out of his mouth. Now, she did that on purpose, inviting this man. She knew what he was doing, and with the RP and with everything else. And she's been a victim of this herself, not the RP, but a cheating husband. And she know how it hurts. But instead, she's gonna identify with the. It's like she's the male identifier, and that is and that's supposed to be her friend, somebody that's she's supposed to love. How are you going to do this to your friend and then you get joy out of this when this man walks through the door? You always acting like it's Christmas time or raining down money when this fool walks through the door. I don't, and can't nobody tell me that's a real friend, but I give her grace because I love Melanie. I'm a millimeter all the way through. And I'm not afraid or not ashamed to say that. To me, I I look at it as a privilege to be a millimeter because not
All
everybody
right.
can be one. I'm going to
Thank
let somebody else talk, but I don't think the Fletchers are her true friends, and I don't like none of them. I hate to say it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Cheryl next. Okay, Cheryl, you got the floor. I'm gonna go to the little girl's room right quick, but y'all talk, okay?
Okay.
Got you.
And a grand rising. Hello, people. Hello, everybody.
Hello, my Cheryl.
Hi,
So,
Ladies.
Cheryl.
Hi, beautiful ladies. How y'all doing?
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi,
Hi.
Cheryl.
Cheryl, I miss you though.
I miss you too, Mama. When you I miss you too. How you
I've been
doing?
trying to get well. I'm trying to get
Okay.
well. It's hard.
Well, no, but rest. Don't rush it. Rest. Relax. Don't rush it. Let it
I'm
heal.
trying.
Heal.
I'm
Let it
trying.
heal gradually. You know.
Yeah.
I saw you on the video, Miss Pinky. You had me hollering at you on TV.
I
You
know. I need to
when
sit my butt down.
when you was going with the construction men, was that with the big
Yeah.
I said, Miss Pinky,
Sit down.
get
Yeah.
back, you gonna fall.
Right, I know. And if I, because I
Oh,
got not just a torn tendon, I have two tears in my rotator cuff too. They
yeah, you.
fixed, they did two surgeries in one, my rotator cuff, uh, plus my torn tendon. So I was told not to fall.
I said, Miss Pinky gonna give me a heart attack. I said, please. And then you finally left and you went on back home. I said, oh my God. Don't please don't fall. You can't afford to fall on that arm. Oh my God.
I know, I know.
I love the video though. I loved
That's
it.
why you all don't see me because I'm in pain every day. I'm in pain
Yeah.
now. I'm in pain every day.
Oh
Oh,
God.
I don't know. Have anybody had a torn rotator cuff and a torn tendon at the same time? That's
No.
painful.
Oh,
This is
I could have.
painful, guys.
Take it easy though. Just that's all. Let's take it easy.
I
Don't rush.
will.
You know, we ain't going nowhere. We here.
Okay. All
but
right.
Martell. Oh my God. You know, people and these pygmies kill me. For one thing, Melody is a grown ass woman. If Melody don't want to speak to him, she don't have to. She's a grown woman. Why would you want to speak to a man that try to take your children, plan revenge P with a bottom feeding side chick or side trash, I call her. Why would somebody want to speak to all the mess he put her through? And she just purchased a new condo in Atlanta.
Whew.
So that let Martell know nothing he do at this point, or any of them, the castmates or any of them, nothing they do can hurt Melody now. And that's why they're mad. Because nothing they tried to do to tear her down has worked, including
Mm-hmm.
Martell. And instead of him moving on with his life, if he don't care if they don't speak, he claimed he don't care if they speak. Well, if you don't care if they speak, if y'all speak, why are you speaking to her? You see, she's not speaking to him, and that little
Right.
backhand high that she gave him with her back to
Mm-hmm.
him, that was a F you, whatever high. That wasn't no real high.
Mm-mm.
That wasn't no real high as far as I'm concerned. And just like she not letting Martell control her every move, why should she let the fans and pick Misha's control what she do and who she speak to? I mean, I don't know who these pick Mishas think they are to tell somebody that they should speak or they're bitter. That's their opinion. What's
Right.
good for her is good for her. What's good for them is good for them. She don't
That
have to
is
speak for him.
true.
You notice when she went on live by mistake, she didn't realize she was on live. You hear him asking Sugar Mama to sit in her mother's lap so that he can
Mm-hmm.
sit next to her. This is
Yep.
a man who just said he don't care if they speak. He don't care one way or the other. So why do you continue to keep bothering her
Because
when
he
she
think
doesn't
he's
want to
going
have?
to wear her down to try to get back with him.
He's not wearing Melody down. Melody is done with him. It's going on 4 years.
Right.
It's almost 4 years. If Melody hasn't worn down yet, what makes him think that she is? Melody is not going back to him. Martell is a control freak. He's a narc. He's a pathological liar. And you heard Sugar Mama say, no, you're not sitting here. No, you're not
Woo.
going to sit here. No. She made it
Wow.
clear. You're not sitting near my mother because every time you come around, her demeanor change. It's like a black cloud. As soon as he come around, her facial expressions change. Her demeanor change. Those kids are smart. They know what he's doing.
Right.
That's why they're not letting him near her.
And you
Mm-hmm.
know what? That baby got discernment enough to know that she trying to protect her mama.
Right.
Right.
And she's not letting him come anywhere near her because they see her demeanor when he comes around. She becomes sad. She just and then I'm glad She said, well, let me get up and go. I got to do some packing anyway. So she left. She didn't give him a chance to sit next to her. Melody's
Mm-hmm.
smart at the end of the day. Martell, and he can hate, Martell hate himself. Martell don't hate Melody. He hate himself. He hate that he destroyed his marriage and he let some bottom feeding side trash destroy his marriage. And he kick
Mm-hmm.
himself every day for that. So he don't hate her. When a person try to destroy you and they try to tear you down, it's because they hate their self. He has self hate within himself. Martell ain't
That
happy
is
with
true.
himself. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So he just need to leave her alone and let her move on with her life, which she's doing. I see Mother. She looks happy. She looks free. I never seen
Yes.
Melody so happy in my life like she is now. Melody is happy.
She is happy and glowing.
Got a brand
So
new condo. Got a brand new condo in Atlanta. Beautiful condo. Beautiful. She living her life.
You know that's eating them alive.
That's eating them up. They said, God, everything we try to do to her to break her, she's still resilient. She's still moving. She's still making money. She's still doing what she got to do. Nothing these people do will ever tear Melody down again because Melody is much stronger now. She's not
okay,
that little girl from college. She's a grown woman now with kids. She's good.
okay. Let me read this by Miss Brenda Willis. She said, "Melody has great discernment and will eventually separate herself from Nell, the Fletchers.
Right.
She's filming with them for now. She really doesn't want to believe Nell is not her true friend." Okay, Miss, the two people haven't spoke. Y'all, one of y'all could speak up. Pastor Justin and Miss Tofi.
Okay. You want to go, Miss Topi, or you want me to speak?
I'll let you go, Pastor. Go ahead on.
Okay, I want to speak on Neil. And because Melanie's discernment is so good, and Melanie has not called Miss Nail out because Melanie would do that. I think that her believing Miss Nail is a good friend is true. But I think Miss Nail is making a big mistake. The
Yeah.
Bible says you cannot serve two masters, and Miss Nail is trying to serve them both. And
Mm.
you're not going to be able to adequately serve two different entities, two different spirits, two different objectives, and she's failing. And that's what's happening to her. She really is being a friend to Mel because she's still talking with Mel. Mel is still confiding in her. She's
Mhm.
there if Mel need her. I believe this. But she's also, since she started out with Mel and Hotel, she's trying to be the same way she was when they were together while
Yeah.
they're separate.
Mm-hmm.
And that is her mistake. Trying to serve two different powers equally. You can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it. It brings on the appearance of evil. Now, what Mel is going to eventually let her know is that you're going to have to even make a decision that either you with me or you with him, because there are some things I tell you that you may pillow talk with your husband that may get back to him that should not get back to him. See, Martell Hotel don't even care because his objective is whoever I'm friends with that she's friend with, she never know if I know what she said to them. She never know if I'm telling them something that they don't know. That darkness gives him leverage because he's a dark person. Mel is walking in light. So anything dark affects her adversely. And for Miss Fletcher to be trying to straddle the fence with both of them, that will eventually affect Mel negatively, and that will be the result of the ending of their relationship if Miss Nell doesn't change.
Yeah. Well, y'all know some other like Martell, you got to choose a side. Martell is violent. He's emotionally draining too, so
Mm-hmm.
okay, Miss Tofi.
Yeah, I think Nell is an associate. She's not a friend. Even though I don't watch it all, I get a lot of the information from the constant creators. But I have seen bits and pieces of how she treat her stepdaughter. I mean, she ain't motherly like to that girl, so I can't really see her how she could try to be as close to Nell. But she's thirsty. She want to be on television. That's what I feel about.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I think
Truly agree.
she truly want to be on television, and they were all at that restaurant, and the the hats was given out to everybody. Now Martell was there, and now Mel, I think she did see him there because that's when she decided. She say if she go, she want the separate room and everything. So somebody must have assured her that he wasn't coming because she was there when he received that hat. So it really wasn't. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe Mel got up and was gone when Martell came into the hotel. I mean, came to the restaurant and got the hat.
No, she
And
was right there looking at him. But
well, they
what
must
I
have.
think people are confusing the fact that what she was saying about she didn't know he was coming was to the restaurant, not the
Oh,
trip.
oh,
She didn't know he
okay,
was coming. She didn't know he was going to show up at the restaurant.
okay,
But she
yeah,
knew he was going to be on the trip because they were all given a hat at the same time. We going to
right.
Houston.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I just misunderstood that. And we did see her give him the back. She gave him the back, but she pieced, deuce, whatever you want to call it. She acknowledged that idiot. She acknowledged that he was in there by throwing up the hand. He saw it, and I know he was looking at her. So I
That's a
don't see what
high.
I, I don't see what they're carrying on about because she did acknowledge his presence. She threw her hand up and walked right on away. It's those old flying monkeys and pygmishas that want more for her. They want. I don't know what they want. They saw it just like we saw it.
I
They
saw
saw
it
what he
too.
did, and they know what he did to her. And
Right.
and then like I was looking and reading it on the Facebook, and they saying, well, this happened last year, and everybody know about it. She just bitter, and she just that woman done went past that. She's not bitter. She's progressive. She's moving forward. She's not bitter. She better. She's doing a lot better than all of them put
Yeah.
together,
Mm,
buying and
that's right.
owning and
That's right.
progressing her children. They're building a legacy, and their future is being seen. And the daddy, he see what they doing, but he'll
And they're
never be a
still in the
part of
same
it.
place, Taffy. They're
Hmm.
still stuck.
They still stuck. Exactly.
Yeah, they stuck in the same. They can't seem to move. It's like it's as the Bible say, no weapons formed against her will prosper. And in that hole that they dug for her, they the ones fell up in it. They everything they do or try to do to her, it's never gonna work. And they for some reason don't realize this ain't working yet. So let's do this. This ain't working. They need to take a seat, get the blueprint, and watch and try to follow the blueprint because
Exactly.
they can't they're not going to be able to take her down. She
Nope.
ain't coming down. If she come down, it won't be by them. No, she prepared her table before her enemies,
That's
and they
right.
really don't even see that. That's about it for now.
They can't see it because they blinded by those demon spirits that got them blinded. They can only do what that spirit tell them what to do. They can't see anything right because he's not going to let you see it.
Now, how stupid can he feel knowing that she just bought a brand new condo in Atlanta? He got to feel real
Yeah.
stupid.
And
I
if we
would.
know, they are turning flips.
They are.
They're probably bouncing off the walls with
He really hitting his head up on the
anger and
wall.
envy and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because not once have anybody from that cast congratulated her because they're
And
too
they never
upset.
will.
And they
They
will.
never
She don't
will.
need
That
it.
was a power move. That was a power move she
Right. She
did.
don't need it.
Mhm.
She don't need their apology. She don't need their congratulations. She don't need it.
Mm-mm.
Melody doing everything that she need to do to show that I'm a prosper no matter what y'all try to do. Look at me. Look at me now. I got a brand new condo in Atlanta. Now try to copy that. Try to compete with that.
They have,
Melody's smart.
yeah.
Melody's smart, man. She's
They're
smart.
trying to
Girl,
get their first home, and she ain't got
girl,
her.
Huh?
they have.
They're working on
They,
trying to get a
What
first
happened?
home where she ain't got a what they call a
wait, they let her
second
get
home
the.
for when she travels.
Somebody said something to me. What happened?
That was me trying to talk. Yeah, you saw Kimmy trying to overdo that. Did you see Kimmy
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
out
yeah,
there
her
in
and
that little
Maurice.
bit of light talking about something? The one
Mm-hmm.
thing about them Scott, they already getting ready to. They always Melody don't never tell you she getting ready to. When she do
Nope.
something, she been a completed the cycle and like that hotel that she's in her
Mm-hmm.
condo. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
saw Kimmy and Maurice. I think I know what it said though, but
They
I got to
purchased
be
the
sure.
property. Mm-hmm.
Kenny and Marie Thompson, they buying that little shack. They were buying that, and then she want everybody advice on what
What
should
to
they
do with
make
it?
out of it. And then I'm wondering, was y'all stupid? The man ain't got no law firm building.
Mm-mm.
You written credit one. Why you can't just? That was my thought. If I'm gonna buy this land, I'm gonna turn this building into the law firm. Hell, y'all ready? It's just no brainer to me. She tell me, what should it be? Should it be a little restaurant? Should it be a little soul food place? Should it be an ice cream place? Now they just walking around on that on the land. I think it's like a 1.5, 1.5 acres. But them Scots, they always doing something. That means they getting ready to, but you never see them complete nothing.
And did they purchase it or did she purchase it? Because we all know he ain't got no money. Did she
Well,
purchase
Wow.
it? Kimmy
it's
purchased
not
it?
purpose. They just looking at the land, telling us what they could do with it. They ain't purchased that.
Oh, okay. Because I seen
I
a
don't think
thumbnail
they
saying
purchased
that.
it. I think they're trying to. They're probably working on it because they never
Oh,
complete
okay.
anything. It's something
That's
that they're trying to work on.
Because I
Probably.
seen a thumbnail yesterday saying Kimmy and Maurice purchased property,
Oh,
purchased some
they bought
property.
it. Oh,
Yeah, that's
really?
what a thumbnail I read said they purchased some property or
Well,
something.
I'm going to
Oh,
look it up
okay.
myself just to make sure because I don't
Yeah, I said,
believe their
here we go,
lies.
trying to compete
no,
with
I
Melody.
don't. The only thing they purchased and own is that home that he walked into, that Kimmy had. That's the only thing that they got. Other than that, they don't have nothing. Just like that over there at Bedrock. What's going on with all that land
Yeah,
and dirt and rocks and mess
Still
over there that
got.
Marcel and them got?
nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
you know they taking them to court, y'all. They getting ready to go to court over there.
Over
I
that
tell you
land?
one.
Yeah, old bedrock, that the Mahan drilling. That's what that's all about. They was over there drilling and for my soul didn't pay him. Did y'all Trinity got the transcript over there? Y'all go over there with Trinity and she got that
Yeah, I heard Trendon
transcript.
say that.
Y'all
Yeah,
know, yeah.
yeah,
On
I
that
heard that.
land, they got a lane on that land, and they
Mm-hmm.
suing them for that. Yeah, that bedrock. Come on up. I said what I said.
What happened?
Wow.
Maybe they
They
should
got all
remodel. Maybe they
kinds of
should remodel.
lawsuits.
Are
I
you
done been,
up? Hold on, y'all. I said what I said. Are you up? Let me see if I can get them back up there. Hold on.
can you hear me?
Pastor Justin, I haven't heard from you. You can say something.
I was
I
just going to say that who buys land and don't already know what they're going to do on it? Who
Yeah.
buys and purchase something and don't have a vision for it? So I think that was just to let us know that they are in the process of this. If they bought it or trying to buy it or whatever, that was just to counter Melody's
Mills.
purchase. That
Thank
was
you,
just to let
Justice.
us
I was
know.
thinking the same
Yeah,
thing.
they
Thank
already
you.
know if they got it or gonna have it, what they're gonna do with it. They already know this. That was just, what do y'all think? That's just so they can say, we got this, Melody got that, but we got this. That's all
Mhm.
that was. That was show right there. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that
Thank
was.
you,
I said
Justice.
they must have
I
heard
have
that
Yeah,
thought the
Melody.
Storyline.
same
they were
It's a
trying
thing.
to
storyline.
gaslight us,
Yeah.
Right,
because
right. They must have heard.
it's not one suggestion we make they're gonna use because they already know what they're gonna do. But if they
Mhm.
ask me, I would suggest they make uh, a sex clinic so he can get
Oh my
services
God.
on his own property. That's what I would suggest.
Or better yet, I suggested they remodel the courthouse. They be in there
Okay,
most of the
y'all
time. That's where
welcome.
They might as well live there.
Y'all
Yeah.
welcome. Y'all welcome. I said what I said.
Hi.
Hello. Hi,
Hello,
Hello,
I
Auntie.
said what I
everybody.
said.
Hi.
Hello, Black Titanic, Pinky, Cheryl, Coffee,
Hi.
Justice, Pastor Justice. I
Hey.
wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna come up here, but the more I hear y'all, the more I get mad.
You had to get up here.
Yeah, and I'm trying to control my anger, and I want to make sure this video don't get strikes. So I'm gonna try to be nice.
Okay, be nice.
But especially when Black Titanic was reading those comments, and it just make me so mad how the Black community want to push and sweep everything under the rug. And all of our lives, we have heard What goes on in our house stays in our house. Even my mom used to preach that to us. But sometimes you can't keep everything in the house. Sometimes things need to get out because this is nothing new. What Martell is doing, this mess has been going on forever and ever and ever, like Black Titanic says. And at one time it was getting better, but now it's like we're reverting back to the older days, because back in the day a woman had a lot of kids, women didn't have that many rights, and there wasn't many jobs that women did. Back in the day it was the norm for the woman to stay at home and the man to go out and make the money, and he just come and rule the house however he saw fit. And you just had to take it because you had a house full of kids, and where were you going to go? What were you going to do? And so now we don't have to put up with that. And a lot of people, a lot of people still seem like they're thinking back, that backwards thinking. And today you have all of these young guys that's just unaliving these women when things don't go their way. They're taking the kids out, they're taking the girl out, and some of them even taking they selves out. And so people need to recognize DV. People need to recognize that. Everybody need to recognize there's more than one way of abuse. There's mental and there's physical. And Martell is moving in a way, look like to me he's unraveling bit by bit. And Melody better be on alert, and she better be aware. And I'm sure she have her security or whatever. But personally, I would go to the range and I would get trained, because it may come to a point where she may have to, protect her and her kids. Right. And I'm sorry, and I know Pastor Justice is on the platform, but I like the Old Testament, Ecclesiastics, when they say Ecclesiastes 3:7-8, it's a time for everything. And sometimes it's a time for war. Mm-hmm. And so when it's time for war, yeah, you can put on your whole armor suit on, and that means in the word being spiritual and trying to walk spiritual and trying to be in a spiritual mindset. But sometimes, you have to go to the physical also. You have to protect yourself and protect your family from crazy people. And I just hope that she's prepared for this. And this guy is never going to leave her alone. Because one thing about a man, once he loses a good thing and he know he messed up, he's never going to leave her alone. She's going to have to deal with him until that little girl turned 18 years old. And even after that, she'll still have to deal with him, because once you have kids by somebody, it just binds you to that person. No matter what type of person they are, you're bound to him for the rest of your days, unfortunately. Yep. And that's with the
grandchildren too. You're sharing the grandchildren.
Yeah, you're always going to have to be involved with him. Yeah. And so she's doing exact what she need to do. She need to set her boundaries. Let this dude know he need to stay away from her. And just because we have kids, don't give you the right to invade my space. Yeah. And as far as Nell go, I've always Pinky, I was on your live a month or two ago telling y'all I got the side eye with Nell. I've never felt her energy. I never felt like she was a friend to Mel the way she need to be. And Mel have to realize that these people are her co-workers and associates. They are not her friends. And I think she realizes that. And I really think she's just, doing her job, because she's not going to let them stop her growth, and she's not going to let any of them stop her from where she's going. And she is going higher and higher. And the higher she go, the lower they go.
Yep. And I said what I said. Really, honestly, those people were Martell friends. When he came onto the scene with those people, he introduced Melody to Marceau and Letitia and all of those people. Right. They were really never Mel's friends, really, to be honest.
Yeah, none of those people are really her friends, and so she has to realize that.
I don't think she is either. I'm gonna be honest.
And so, my mom taught me how to treat people from a long-handled spoon, and to me, that's what I see she's doing. That's right. She has a goal that she has set for herself, and she have things that she want to get accomplished, and really, they're just stepping stones to where she's trying to go.
And remember when they got to the house first in Houston? The Fletchers got there first. She was the second person to show up. And when she went, they walked over in the kitchen and standing in front of that island. She tried to let them know this is not a game. She ain't playing with their ass. I mean, I'm so sorry. Uh, I'm so sorry, Black Titanic. But she, everything is alleged. This is my opinion only. And I'm sorry about that. But she wasn't playing with them to let them know that she don't want to be around Martell. Don't put her in no situation like pairing them up with nothing. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't play that. She ain't playing that. That's done and over. And another thing she mentioned that she want to be as far away from him as possible. Not even out on the same side of the house. Not even near him. That she want to make sure her door got a lock on it. And,
exactly.
And they know what was going on. And whether producers told her that, or the Fletchers to invite him, or whether they just did it anyway, because Nell is a messy woman, in my opinion. She's messy. And whether whoever, however he got on that trip, they should have said, no, you cannot harm Martell. No. If they pay for a trip, they should be able to say no. But like somebody said on this platform, Nell is so dusty that she wants to be in the limelight. She wants to be on that show so bad, she'll sell anybody. And it's not like she's a good person, because we see that with our own kids. She don't even give them the benefit of the doubt. She yells and screams and act a fool all the time, just like she's a gutter snipe. But she may not be a gutter snipe, but in my opinion, I never did trust that heifer. And I'm sorry.
Well, at the end of the day, Mel is not like them. She has self-esteem, she has morals, and she has integrity, and she value herself, unlike the rest of them. The rest of them just let they men walk all over them, and everything is okay with them. They're willing to take anything that their men dish out, because I assume they'll, they feel like they can't get anybody else, or they can't live life without them. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't
but
know
she's
either.
and so I think they're trying to penalize her, for choosing herself instead of choosing, this dude. And so, I've always side-eyed Neil. I told y'all from the beginning, I never liked her energy. I could feel that her energy was not genuine. And I've never liked her. No, from day one that she came on the show, it was something about her that I knew that she wasn't legitimate, and she wasn't, I knew it was something about her, because she was trying to act like she was so nicey nice. And you have to be careful with people that play like they so nice all the time. And you don't have to be, a tyrant and mean like me most of the time, but you also, nobody is that nice. And nobody is that nice. And we saw her true character when we saw her family, because that's who she really is. Like Pastor Justice said, you don't even treat your stepdaughter nice. And I know the girl probably gave y'all problems of this and that and the other, but sometimes you have to be the bigger person. You're the parent. You have to be an example. Or I don't know who said it, but one of you
I didn't say that.
Oh, I apologize, but one of y'all said, the way that she treated her stepdaughter. And so I'm just, I know kids can get out of hand.
Coffee said it. Yeah, I
Coffee
said it.
Yeah. Well, I just know kids can get out of hand, and sometimes they don't, they don't agree with what you do, or don't even agree with how you raise them. But also, you have to be a parent at all times, no matter what.
And if I'm
You
not
have to be the
mistaken,
bigger person.
did Melody leave and go to a hotel? Melody didn't stay there long, because remember when they were at the pool and Timmy was saying, "Oh, Mr. Rogers" and all this nonsense, and they said, "Well, Melody went to another hotel. She stayed at another hotel." Melody left that house and went into a hotel.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, Melody didn't stay there. I mean, she asked Nell to keep Martell away from her and all, and so forth. But Melody decided to go into her hotel and just leave the house altogether, which is what she did.
Right.
Okay.
They were at the pool talking about it.
Hello, you guys. This picture stuck up here. Melody picture
so
stuck.
Pretty. So
Y'all
pretty.
just keep talking. I can't get it down.
And they're jealous of that face. See that pretty face? That's what they're jealous of mainly, because she's so pretty. And they jealous of the fact that they hate the way she look. That's one thing I know from the Kimmy and Letitia and all of them. They hate the way Melody look. Melody is beautiful. And that's what their jealousy lies at too. Her looks. Not just
Well,
her
I don't know if it's all
success.
about her looks, but I
It
know she's
is.
moving in places that they're not
No, I
moving,
said
and
that's
a lot
one
of
of the, I said that's one of the reasons why. I know
yeah,
that's not the only reason,
and a
but that's
lot of
one of the
times
reasons.
people don't like it when you're successful. They just don't,
And
you know.
successful.
They
Yeah, there's
don't.
a million reasons why they're jealous of her. Millions of reasons why they're jealous of Melody. But one is her looks. She's very pretty young woman, and they
And
can't.
they don't like how
And they don't
every
like how
time,
they men look at her either. They don't like how they men look at her.
and they don't like how she's moving and shaking too. In the beginning, they were saying she was bougie because she's going to these events and things. Now they want to go. They
Hmm.
realize in order to move and to progress, you have to go to these events. You have to be a part of it. You have to put your cards out there. And now they see how she moving. They angry because every time she do something, everything she does, it moves on. It progresses.
Hmm.
It don't sit like they stuff that sit there and just go bad. It don't nothing happens to it. They're not like that. So yeah, they hate her because how she look, and they also hate her because of how she's moving and shaking out there,
Hmm.
and they're not doing that. And they want that, and they can't get it. No matter what they
Exactly.
do, they cannot get it. It's not
Hmm.
I
happening.
just want to say, excuse me, say to the content creator, Black women are in the building. Thanks for being here. Any other content creator here, thanks for being here. Also, thanks for the Cash App, the PayPal, and I'm just grateful for you guys, old members, new members as well. Pastor Justin, let me hear from you. I haven't heard you in a while.
Well, I'm just listening and thinking that a lot of uh, a lot of reasons that these women on the show, and yeah, yeah, a little bit of jealousy here and there, and this and that, and this and that. But we who are not hard hearted have to also consider the fact that some of them are living in fear, that they cannot come out of what they're in because nobody likes being talked down to. Nobody likes being humiliated. Nobody likes being cheated on. Nobody likes a husband who walks away from his anniversary to disappear at a brothel and all that. Nobody likes all that. But there's a reason why you tolerate it. And it's called low self esteem, or it's called
Hmm.
I don't think I can make it, or it's called I got 3 children or 2 children, or it's called what if I fail? We've all been through something in our lives where fear played the factor. I
Yeah.
think that's the reason why God said, I did not give you that spirit of fear, but of peace, love, and a sound mind. So if we're walking in any type of fear, which I believe Letitia, she went, I don't care if she got her degree online and can't spell nothing. She took time to do that. That meant she had a desire and an aspiration. But why hasn't it gone any further? Fear, low self-esteem, uh, scared of failure. Kimmy, a nurse, educated, nice looking, older woman, been through life, had a husband, had a child, paid for her own home. Why is she tolerating roll over and take it? Because of embarrassment, vanity, fear, starting all over, humiliation. Some people are not willing to risk everything for something. And that's the difference between them and Mel. Mel risked everything. She walked away with nothing just so she could have something. And it wasn't material things she went after. When she left that house, she wasn't saying, I'm going to get me a truck. She wasn't saying, I'm going to buy me a house. She was saying, I'm going to have my peace. I'm going to be free. It's more than just these tangible things that make her successful. And until we see those things, we fell in by just looking at the truck and the house and the car and the apartment and the condo. It's the person. It's the rising of her character, because there was a time when she was there for 5 years. If you be honest, some low self-esteem was in the making up in there. Who gonna tolerate a man cheating 5 years? And you know some of those years he was cheating. So she had to get delivered. God had to deliver her. And when she got delivered, nobody talks about that. It's all about the truck, the house, the car, the boat, the this, the that, the trips. No, male, the person, the woman, her. That's
Wow.
what's so important to me. She was set free. And those other women, some of them want to be free. They have to want to be. Nobody loves pain. but they're afraid. They're intimidated. They don't think they can make it. They're embarrassed to come out and admit what's going on in their own lives. Because if they can, it's the Bible says it's the truth that make you free. They can't get free until they admit the truth. My husband cheating on me. This man don't care about me. I have cancer and he want me to roll over and take it. They can't be free. And that's what they're angry about. That's what we're calling jealousy. And I call it wish I could, wish I had. And jealousy, yeah, it's in there. Because Satan brings everything. The Bible says Satan copies off of God. He imitates God. And God sent Paul and Silas. He sent Matthew and Peter. He sent it in twos. And Satan does the same thing. Envy and jealousy. Adultery, STDs. Everything Satan sends, it comes in twos. Martel, Arion. Everything he does, it comes in twos because he's an imitator.
Right.
So we're going to have to learn ourselves as women who say we millimeters to be like a millimeter initiator. And that's male. Male has heart, regardless. She has heart. Because it's nothing for a woman who's been did the way she been did to walk up to Tisha and just slap the fire out of her. But male has heart. Male knows that what you doing to me, it don't bother me because it's not going to work. I'm going to be successful. But while we're over here being millimeters, burn her at the stake. I hate Nell. She did, she that. No. Where's our grace? Millimeters. Where's our grace? We can say, I think she might be jealous. But Mel, now wait a minute, Mel in the fire. We on the outside the fire. And if Mel in the fire where it's hot as hell, and she ain't doing all this that we doing, what's wrong with that picture? Represent well. Represent well. Millimeters. Represent well. That's all I want to say.
You are so correct. I believe that you're right. I'm going to switch over and say this about Kimmy. She was standing there saying that how embarrassed she was, for her mother to see and hear this, what he was saying, all of the foolishness that he's been talking about. I don't understand why her mother, aunt, or older, somebody should let this woman know you in menopause. That's what you have. And you keep talking about your libido. I'm sure she's having these hot flashes. This woman is in menopause and she's not receiving it. She's not admitting it. This is what's going on with her. She's going through the change of life. And she needs to recognize this is what's happening. Take some pills or whatever and help yourself. And then you might feel a little better as time go on. But this is what's going on with her. I just get tired of it. I never did see what their counselor talked about and everything. They make me sick to my stomach. I was getting dizzy. I don't even like to see him. And she got to lay up and throw up and throw a leg, whatever. Yeah, they make me sick, especially him. Both of them, they make I get sick. I don't watch them, so I didn't see what the doctor said. And every time she mentioned, and this is what we're gonna do, I go past it, and somebody be talking about it. If I listen to another commentator, they talk about it, I'll just flip over and come back later on. I don't want to know what's going on in her bedroom. I really are not going on or whatever. How many times he got to have it? That's your storyline. You feel good about that? You feel good about doing your wife the way? No, no. I don't like it. I really don't. That's theirs, and you don't have to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. And that's exactly what I do. I bypass it. But I'm just sick of Kimmy talking about her libido and all this. Honey, you are going through a change of life. Your body is flipped over. That the chemo and all that has switched you over, and you don't get it. You switched over. I bet you ain't having no period, but you ain't saying about that. But you going through a change. That's what I believe, in my opinion.
She probably in denial of that though. She probably think, like you said, she probably think that medication and the
hold on. Is that black woman in the building? I never did welcome her. I'm sorry. Black woman.
Hey, Black Titanic. Hey,
black woman
everyone.
in the building.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. You got the flow, young lady.
I know I haven't, been on panels and stuff that much, but I'm just saying hi to everybody. I am a millimeter. I am a
Me
hardcore
too.
millimeter.
Me
I
too.
have been watching from season 1, episode 1, and I had to watch it again because I didn't understand how the bullying, the disrespect, and everything was coming for this one woman. Mel has purpose. She has a purpose. And evil sees that. Evil sees that. Mel has a purpose so great that that is the reason why Kimmy couldn't show her any empathy. That is the reason why Letitia couldn't show her any empathy. That is the reason why Destiny, Stormy, even Kiki now couldn't really show Mel any empathy because she has a purpose that's bigger than her. And as they watch Martell drag this woman, I mean, because he dragged her to the point where I wanted to go to Huntsville and find him myself with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? But he sat there and he dragged this woman and they allowed it. They let it. And I'm not coming off of Nell Fletcher neither because I got the side eye on her too. Because at some point, you're going to have to pick the side of right. And you saying that y'all don't want to pick a side, but it seems like y'all picked the side already. The side is Martell.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all picked the side of Martell. You know why y'all picked the side of Martell? Because y'all not holding him accountable for the things that he has done and that he is continuing to do.
Yep.
Ain't no way he was supposed to be on that trip. I seen somebody said, well, he is an executive producer. I don't care what he was. When that Revenge P plot came out, they were supposed to sit his behind down and tell him, no, you can't go until we investigate this because this is serious allegations. Instead, they let him go. And that's continuing the torment. He sit up there and say, oh yeah, I can speak to Mel. I can speak to Mel. I have no problem with Mel. Of course you can speak to Mel and don't have no problem with Mel because you're the one that's terrorizing her.
Mm-hmm.
You're the terrorist. So of course that's easy for you. But it just hurts me like just to see this woman. If you looked in Mel's face on this episode, Mel looked like she was ready to cry. Mel looked like she was ready to cry. And
Yeah.
don't think for one instance that Mel wasn't talking about the Fletchers when she was on her IG page and she responded back to me. She was talking about them when she said, the people I love. Mel is very wise for her years.
Sure
And
is.
she is starting to see. See, some people want fame. Some people want fame and they'll put fame over their morals and their loyalty. And it seems to me that's what the Fletchers are now doing. So really all we can do, like Justice said, we can just still be millimeters and stand in the gap for Mel. Because she's gonna go through a lot more stuff. The higher she rise, she done
Yep.
bought a new apartment in Atlanta and all that. You know they are pissed off to all points of
Hmm.
positivity.
Hmm.
Yep.
You know
Hmm.
they mad. They are mad. And guess what? Some more stuff is getting ready to happen. Matter of fact, stuff has already happened. Look at the content creator and Kiki. You
Wow.
mean to tell me Mel is your friend and you knew Mel since college? And Mel has been there for you when they was dragging you. She was the only one that stood up for you. And because you felt some type of way, you went to a blogger instead of going to your friend? Make it make sense. But you got to
Yep.
remember, Kiki did say Wanda told her that in order to get a following, she is going to have to go after Mel. Go ahead and go after Mel, Kiki. Let's see how that works out for you. You don't see what's happening to everybody else?
Hmm.
You really don't see what's happening to everybody else? You think you're extinct from that? You think you're really exempt from that? So again, y'all, as millimeters, all we can do is stand in the gap for male and stand for what's right. Because as men, as much as there are a lot of us that sit there and know that this is dead wrong, you got a lot of pick Mishas and Dustianas and Dusties who think ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who think ain't nothing wrong. They like to see it. They want to see the dragging. They want to see the humiliation. They want to see her bullied. That makes for good TV. Not realizing this is really this woman's life. This is not scripted. This is really her life. So that's all I got to say. I'm at work. I'm gonna stay on the line. You know, I'm gonna be up in the bushes. But thank you so much, Black Titanic, for having me on your panel. Thank you, ladies.
Bye
Okay.
bye. Thank you.
Thank you for coming up. Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Well, you guys, that picture stuck up there. It just froze. It won't come
Yeah.
down. So I'm
That's
trying
all
to.
right.
I love it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love it.
It's okay.
Well,
Okay.
ratchetness is in now. I'm sorry, but it's just in, and that's what everybody rolls with. And as a black community, we never want to lift people up that's doing good or doing what they, what their heart desire, or even just progressing. For whatever reason, we do not want to see anybody get lifted up. But if they down on the ground, we'll push them down further. And
Yep.
that's just my opinion
Girl.
as far as our race goes. And as far as
Mhm.
Kimmy goes, she feel like that medication is making her go through all of these changes, and she don't want to accept the fact that she is getting older. And sometimes menopause do come in your 40s instead of your 50s or 60s. And so that's just something. She's a nurse, and that's something that she may, want to try to recognize. But
She's 54 years old.
Right. Now, let me
right.
just ask you, did anybody notice when she was sitting on that couch, when they had that the
Mm-mm.
XEX
Yeah.
therapist there? The whole time when the woman got them back on the couch together, she was just humping that couch and bumping that couch like she was riding a horse. And I said to myself, what is wrong? Every time she bringing up that word, she looking like she riding a horse. I said, Lord of mine, this woman need to calm down. And
Kimmy
I
killed.
don't know what it is, but he still talked disrespectful about her in front of the therapist. He said still say the same thing over. It's in her head. That's that he don't give a darn about what she's talking about. She still needs to just roll over because he said it's in her head, and that's exactly what he said. It is. He think it's in her head. He
And
don't
that's what
care
he
about what
believes.
she.
Kimmy kills me. Kimmy want to swim in Cougar Town, knowing she got with a much younger man, knowing that a younger man wants sex every day.
Right.
Yet you go
Let
marry a
me
younger
ask
man,
y'all this.
knowing he wants
Let
sex.
me ask y'all this.
Huh?
Do y'all? To me, if something is messing with my mental health and something is not good for me, do you think it's good for her to stay on the show, even if it bring her down, or do you think she just letting all this roll off her back?
I think it's bothering her like heck. But she have to
What
stay
y'all
on that
talking
show
about?
because that's their money. Because
Male.
she ain't got no money and he
Yeah.
ain't got no money.
Well, I'm talking about male because
Oh, male?
some things just not good for your mental health. And isn't that more important than to, isn't your mental health is more important than money?
I was
Or
so
Right.
glad you
I
asked that
think
question.
Melanie stand on for the money. I think she stand on because this is her show, and
Right.
she's not gonna let these folks run amok.
Thank
Because
you.
if once she goes off, although the show is gonna go down, until the show goes down, they're gonna run amok.
Right. Why should she leave the show? Why don't they leave the show? They
I
not missing.
understand
They
that,
not
but
missing.
sometimes you got to do things for your mental health.
Right. I
What's
Right.
best
understand
But
for
that.
you?
right.
She
But
do.
Melody made that. But Melody was
From
online and
what I
made it
know
clear.
about her, she's taking care of her mental health. That's one
Right.
reason why she have to
Right.
disconnect from
She
everybody.
takes very good care of
Yeah.
her mental health. Melody's smart.
She
Me-
yeah,
Trust
she
me.
disconnect from them all,
Yeah.
everybody. So
Yeah, she dips in and dips out. She know how
yeah.
to dip.
Right.
She goes and she says she goes to a psychiatrist and she has the children going. So she
Okay.
has somebody she could talk to
Right. She's
and she know how
therapy.
to dip out. When it's time to dip, she dips. And
Hold
and disconnect from
And
everybody.
they should
Disconnect.
leave. They should leave
hold
this.
on. Hello, y'all. Hold on. Miss Beverly Childs, did you get up on the stage?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, y'all welcome Miss Beverly
Hello,
Childs.
Beverly.
Hi,
Hi,
Beverly.
Beverly.
How you
Hello.
doing?
Hello.
Okay, I just wanted to say something real quick. Although, let's just say Melody did leave the show, she still lived in Huntsville. She still have to have the kids 7 days on and 7 days off.
Mhm.
So what's the difference? She might as well stay on the show. It's her show.
And Melody made it clear on live. She's not leaving the show. Nothing nobody said gonna make Melody leave that show. She said it on live. She's not
That's
leaving.
right. That's right.
Period. She's not leaving her show. She made it clear to anybody who keeps telling her to leave. She said it. She's not leaving.
And
So
I wouldn't
I'll
leave
leave it at
either.
that.
I
No.
wouldn't leave either.
I wouldn't leave either. Sure enough wouldn't.
They just need to recast everybody. And
Right.
like I said, Carlos, you don't have the last say so. He don't see nothing wrong with the Scott. But
Nothing at all. He don't see nothing wrong with anything. That's he got a whole nother show, a bowl and a something disrespectful. I don't know what it's called, but he
As
got
long
another
as
show
it's
coming
ratchet, he's
along,
good.
and
The
that's what he's
bowl and the bougie.
Oh,
It's
the
called
bowl
the
and
bowl and the bougie.
yeah, bowl
Carlos,
and the bougie.
CK just ratchet anyway. He doesn't see nothing wrong with being hood and ratchet and nasty and criminals and pedophiles. He don't see nothing wrong with people doing that all this nasty. He don't see nothing wrong with nothing of it. That shows
Right.
let me read this,
He
y'all.
like this. He love this.
Let me read this. Miss Donna D says, please don't put the action of the LAMH cast onto the entire Black community. We have more humanity than those on the show have exhibit. Yes, Miss Donna D. And we agree with you. That's why we upset with Carlos because
Carlos is
what
one
he
of
do
them.
seem like he like to push out those stereotypes out there. Man, we know Miss Donna D. We know what we got in the Black community. We know we got Black excellence. I just showed y'all Black excellence at the end of the photo. We're out here creating and inventing and and being role models in the community. But Carlos want to push this stereotype. Do y'all know I got to go back and listen at it, but what shocked me was I was just looking at some Black history, and this woman said she had graduated from Alabama A&M University, and this was back in the 1800s, y'all. And I'm like, wow, what a coincidence. So I'm got to go back and do more study on this lady and see who she is. She's some kind of engineer, y'all. She's a female engineer back in the 1800s. Yeah. I don't know. I got to do more research on her. But anyway, you guys, it's out 2 hours and 2 minutes. I'm getting ready to close, y'all. I thank y'all so much. I had so many problems coming on today. I was determined that I was going to come on today. Yeah, and I thank y'all for sticking with me and coming back.
Thank you for having us. I have a question for you, Black Titanic. How is your brother? How's your brother doing?
Oh, honey, he is good. Tell me he got a girlfriend. He be confused. He be confused as that, but he ain't forgetting no man, child. Okay, Miss Billy Clouds, what you want to say? Tell us, Miss Beverly. She just came up, y'all.
No, I was just saying that no, Melody should not, under any circumstance, leave that show because she still has to live in Huntsville. She still would be harassed, stalked, or whatever by that nutcase. So it doesn't benefit her to just leave the show. She might as well make her coins.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, just recast. All I say is recast, and the show it's gonna go on. If they recast, well, they might have to get rid of Carlos. Get another. She can produce.
That would be a great thing to do.
That part right there. That'll help a lot just to get rid of him.
Okay. Anybody got anything they want to touch on before I close that y'all saw that I didn't bring up?
I would like to speak on one thing, Miss Titanic, that the lady that was, I don't know who it was. I think she might have went back down. I don't know, but she spoke on the content creator that Melody is having problems with. And I just wanted to say that in the Book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 23 says, I see you are provoked with bitterness because you are bound in sin. And I heard a content creator last night say, why does he keep on going? Just let it go. Just let it go. Why you just leave it alone? Let it go. You know, they can't understand why he's just continually. Now, I want to say this is not the uh, words of Miss Black Titanic, nor anyone on this panel, nor mine. This is the word of God. So if you got a problem, whoever, you want to sue somebody, you want to send out a letter of assist or whatever, send it to God. He said that I see your bitterness, because the reason for the bitterness is because you are bound in sin. Now, in 2023, we are taught to be politically correct and acknowledge that people can do of whatever they want of their persuasion, whether it be sexually or anything else, and that they can do. And we say, go for it. However, God, G-O-D, creator, in the beginning it was God, and in the beginning it is God. He said that it's an abomination against God, sin. Again, Acts 8:23. I see your bitterness because you are bound in sin. So the reason that you find anyone that's in bitterness and can't come out of it is because sin won't allow them to. I feel like saying that because that will give some people a little more clarity as to who or what entity they're dealing with when they cannot understand why you keep on, why you won't stop, why you can't let it go. You have no control. Once you have given yourself over to a spiritual being in whatever it is, and whoever controls the house, you got to obey the controller of the house. So I just want to throw it out there for the people who sounded a bit confused that they didn't understand why you can't let go of being bitter because you're bound in your sin. That's what God said. Now, I don't know.
Okay, very
Amen, my sister.
huh?
Amen.
I'm gonna read out some of these. Miss Mary Brown says, let us keep praying for Melody and the kids, yes. Let's keep them covered in the blood of Jesus.
Amen.
All Melody do is win, win, win. But
Win,
you
win,
know,
win.
when I heard that about that little baby, that's too much of a burden for a baby to carry home. She worried about her mama. She won't even she know this man come near her mama. She just scared. She wouldn't even when I could hear her saying no, she don't want to move for her father. That's her worried about my mama. What would he do to my mama? I gotta protect my mama at that age, y'all. That's
Mhm.
emotionally. That's
Yeah.
emotionally damaged. Some stuff happened to you in your childhood that you carry on to your adulthood. It
Right.
what they call that trauma. You can be
Trump.
traumatized as a child. There's things that happen that I saw that today still horrifies me.
Yeah, there are things that
Mhm.
happen in the womb to a child.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I do know is that the day will come where Melody will remarry. She
Mhm.
will remarry one day. She's a young, beautiful woman, successful. She will remarry, and that's when the real karma will begin because he's not going to have
Yep.
Martell popping up, saying anything to her. He's going to put Martell in his place. The day going to come. You heard it from me.
Right.
Melody will remarry one day, and then we're gonna see just how tough Martell is when this
Right.
woman meets the right man, and the right man will come her way sooner or later than he think. And this is when he gonna get the real karma is gonna really hit him, because now this man is gonna protect Melody. He's not gonna have Martell up in Melody's face, other than dealing with the kids, and so she's not stuck with him because another man will he will be replaced sooner or later. I don't know when she'll remarry. It could be years from now, but Melody will remarry again. And
Right.
then Martello he gonna have problems then.
I
Big
think
problems.
he's already at a point where he's going over the edge. He's already at the bottom, and I think this is when people are like him, a narcissist, in my opinion, that that's when they snap. And if he haven't snapped yet, I'm just waiting on the rubber band to snap. This
And his
man is
baby got
crazy.
her a pow for
Right,
basement Billy. So you know Melody got one. You know she already
right.
know Melody already got one already. She
And
already got
Melanie is already 100 feet
see.
steps ahead of him because he's still stuck in that crazy 3 or 4 years ago. His mind
Mm-hmm,
haven't grown or nothing. So
mm-hmm,
she's already steps ahead of him, and he just too stupid to notice.
mm-hmm.
I just want to
Okay.
say one last thing and then I'll drop down. We
Okay.
can all continue to support Melody by buying her merchandise. I
Right.
just ordered abuse is not tolerated. That's not the exact word. I got it in purple. I wear an extra large, but after I'm reading it, it says order up an extra size higher because some things may run a little small.
Okay.
And I paid $45. That's including shipping, and it's on Masterclass. So you can support her by buying her merchandise.
I purchased a lemon drops.
I
Mhm.
think I'm going to buy another
Purchased,
shirt. I thank you, Beverly. I think I'm going to buy another shirt today.
yeah, I
Well,
purchased
I
drops.
haven't purchased anything, but what the way I'm supporting her is by not being a clown out here, calling myself a millimeter. And I think that will help her a lot too. If we who are millimeters act
Yeah.
like we millimeters, act like the
Yeah.
leader we following, carry
Right.
ourselves like she carried herself. And even when we come in the presence of people that we know don't like her, don't like us, represent her well. I think she would appreciate that.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
I have
Yeah,
the lemon
also,
drop and the Seventh Avenue. That
yeah,
first
lemon
stuff she
drops
put
is good.
out.
Oh,
I have that. I don't have the
smells so
t-shirt,
good.
sweatshirts or anything, but I have the lemon drop and I have the Seventh Avenue. The whole
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bought
So
her
yeah,
line
we
of
support
some of
her.
her lines from her clothing line, the J Bolin Plus, the T-shirts, and Sugar Mama products, and her lipsticks and stuff. So I try to do everything, anything that I like. I try to get it, but I am a true millimeter, and I'm proud to always say that. I don't care who is uh, don't like it. I love it. So as long as I love what I'm doing, that's all that matters to me.
That's
That's
right.
Okay.
Right
good,
now.
Melody.
Did
That's
All
good,
right.
everybody?
Melody.
I'm getting ready to close it. Everybody
Okay.
say what they need to say in closing.
Yeah, let
Okay.
me close out Black Titanic. Let me
Okay.
just say what I want to say in my closing. But
Okay.
in my opinion, I can relate to Mel because I've been in her shoes. Trust me, I have.
Mhm.
And like I said, she'll never get rid of this dude because of the kids. And even if she marries somebody else, he's going to continue to pull at her and pull at her. And even if he get married to someone else, he's still going to continue to pull at her and gnaw at her as much as he can
Right.
because that's who he is. And he, like I said, he know he messed up his marriage. It was no one's fault but his. And so sometimes people can't admit to their own mistakes. And so he's going to try to be a thorn in her side as long as he can. And I just hope that she's able to go on with her life and like I said, continue to take care of her mental health and try not to let him get her down as much as possible. And that's basically all I have to say about it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anybody else want to close?
I say one more thing before I go. Uh,
Okay.
my thing is, look, Martell is withering away. There's not going to be anything left for him to do anything to anybody because
Mm.
Martell looks bad, losing weight. He done had the bags removed from under his eyes. He's withering away. There's nothing going to be left. It's not even going to be a Mar or a Tell to do anything to anybody because I see him withering away as I speak. I look at him,
Mm.
looks different. He don't look the same. Martell done lost weight. Martell looks bad. He looks rugged around the face. He looks really, really bad. So if there's anything left of him to do anything to anybody, well, good luck. Because I give him 5 more years, and Martell is gonna wither away like dust. There's not gonna be nothing left for Martell to do. Looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that can look at Martell can tell that Martell do not look the way he used to look when he was married to Melody.
Sure done. Ooh, Lord.
So there's nothing
He
left of
look
him to do anything
horrible.
to anybody because it's nothing left. He looks bad. He really looks bad. So I don't know. I don't know about that. It looks to me like Melody might be the one doing. She ain't taking him back to court for nothing. There's a reason why Melody is taking Martell back to court. This time she's taking him to court now. Now I wonder why. I wonder why she's taking him back whenever this court date is. So he's withering away because his demonic spirit is being drained because everything he's tried to do to stop Melody and try to smear her and try to break her hasn't worked. So every time he does something and it doesn't work, it drains his demonic energy, which is what I'm saying all along. So there's nothing left to him. Just look at him the next time you see Martell. He doesn't look the same. He done lost a lot of muscle. He doesn't look the way he looked when I first laid eyes on him on Love and Marriage Huntsville. He does not look the same way. So it looks to me like Melody the one that's going to cause him to wither away because she's happy, she's living her life. He can't stand she's living her life. And as long as he see her being happy, living her life, making money, he's going to wither away more and more each day. You'll see. I ain't got to. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Thank you for letting me come up, Black Titanic. Miss Black Titanic. I appreciate it.
Okay, and I'm going to close out with Mary White. Kimmy, side chick, needs to go sit down somewhere. I was a nurse and knew when I was going through menopause. She just acting dumb. She knows she going through menopause. She trying to stay young. Always got her titties hanging out. I would like to get tired of looking at her titties. Wear some clothes sometime, Kimmy. Shoot. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Today is my daughter's birthday, and I'm going to get dressed and go out to eat with her. My middle daughter, yeah.
Enjoy
Well, have a good
your
day,
day.
everyone. And we'll talk again real soon. Y'all have a good day.
All
Bye,
right,
everybody.
thank you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you everybody for coming
Enjoy
out.
Miss Titanic.
Okay, I'm going to say hi to my chat. Say bye to chat. Y'all, some of y'all still here.
Okay, bye everybody. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye
Too.
bye.
Love you. Bye.
All right, and then you go and enjoy lunch with your daughter, Black Titanic, and tell her I said happy birthday.
I will.
Bye, Justice, and everybody.
Bye
Bye,
bye, Miss
Simple, I
Pinky.
said, Cheryl, and everybody, and
All
Taffy.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
So Sheila Williams, this is good to lead a show like this. Those pygmies are women who goes with Martell, probably being treated bad and knocked upside their head. So sad, and most likely those are the women because their self-esteem is low, y'all. Donna D. Bye. Cheryl, I sure enjoyed y'all today. Cheryl Michaels, Mary Brown. My best friend name is Mary Brown. You got a first and last name. Mary White, Sheila Williams, Cheryl Michaels, Beverly Child, Pinky the Housewife, Sheila Williams, Miss Z, Donna D. Who else? Black women are in the building. Yes. Take notice, the queen is in the building. Blossom Child Support, Beverly. That's another thing about Martell, y'all. He don't even play child support. Mary Willis, yeah, he don't pay child. The man sitting up here like he supposed to be such this great man, ain't he? Instead, he trying to get child support from them. This is crazy. Dorcea Ayers, Kimmy and Maurice need to sit down somewhere. She's out straddling him, that old ugly man. Oh, Lord. I hope Melody produces a show that she stars in with her Nubian network. She can do Love and Marriage Huntsville along her own show. That's what I was thinking, Miss Donna D. I would grab them Fletchers, that family, and start off with them. That'd be a good way to start off with that family. So I think that's it. Lorraine Bryant, Brenda Gray, Linda Gamma. Hey, Linda. Thanks, Linda, for all you're doing for me today. Hard-working woman on the YouTube street. All right. See y'all later. I'm glad I finally got through with this live, y'all. Hi.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, bye, Black Titanic. Have a
Thank
great
you.
tell your daughter happy birthday. You
I
guys have a
will.
great lunch.
All right.
Y'all notice I didn't tell y'all how old she is. I don't remember. She like it's either 47 or 48.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. I find out.
Do you remember the year she was born?
Yeah, she was born in 75. But I'm gonna count it up before I go talk to her.
If she was born in 75, she should be about 46.
46. I'm close. Yeah. Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye, Miss
Bye-bye.
Bye.